Okay, here, so we're ready to get started back with this project. So as you can see, I have actually cut a little bit more of this sheetrock out because I determined that I'm going to have to nail this sheetrock back into these studs to get it to hold. So I used my side grinder again and cut out the sheetrock. You can do it. You can score it with a box cutter knife. It takes a little bit longer, but I went ahead and cut that out. You're going to have to measure for your hole. And so what I did, it's this pipe is actually 3 inches from the bottom, 3 inches from the side, and 3.5 inches from the top. And so to get that hole, what I've done, I went ahead and taken my measurement, and I'm just going to take a little screwdriver and punch a hole in there. And I found that these what are they, wire cutters. I'm not very good with names of tools. I just grab one and let it try to do its work for me. But this tool right here makes a perfect size hole that'll match up with this pipe. And so I've just kind of drilled me out a hole here. This stuff is really easy, really crumbly. It's like chalk almost. And you know, a lot of houses in the South use it for interior walls, and you know, it's good. It's easily replaceable and fixable. Somebody punches a hole in the wall, you see, it just snaps right in there like that. And so you know, at the hardware store, I bought some tape, and I'll tape these seams here, and then I'll use some putty. There's a little putty knife with it, and I'll cover this cover these seams with this tape and then the putty, and I'll let that dry, and then I'll sand it off, and I should be able to paint it, and it'll be good as new. But we had to go ahead and get this wall replaced before we put our new flange. You remember our old flange had rust on it, which, you know, led me to believe there was water behind the wall, but there wasn't. But, you know, like I said, it's definitely not gonna, you know, hurt or cost anything to check that out. So remember, we took the old fitting off because that's what I believe was the source of my leak. So with the new fitting, I got the wide bolt, and here it is, the golden ring, the one I had so much trouble with. I actually had to cut that one off with a side grinder too. I wasn't able to get it off, but see, it just slips right on there. And what that does, that locks this bolt into place where it won't move. And you know, that's always a good thing. So we want to make sure we don't put the old hardware back on. And now I'm having trouble finding my new hardware. Here it is. So this has the threading that will thread into this. Now, you know, I'm hoping that when this goes on, that sweet little golden band will tighten up. That's its job, to tighten itself up. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this down. What? Be quiet, I'm making a video, son. I'm trying to replace our toilet. Our toilet kit. Alright, and so the next step will be this. new tubing that I got to replace this old tubing, which was a El Cheapo model. So I think first I'm going to screw this into the tank. Make sure I get these threads straight so I don't strip them. You know, sometimes you get what you pay for. And I'm just gonna hope with this little gizmo that I got what I paid for. There's another gold wedding band. I've got that on my mind. But this one has got its own connections with it. And then again, I want to make sure everything's straight. Before I tighten it up. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This is on and off. On and off. Well, all right, that's it. We're gonna go turn the water on, see if it works, and if it works, we'll be back and see what we can do to get this wall repaired. If it don't work, we'll be back and we'll be maybe replacing the toilet. I don't know. We'll see.